we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Habitat Now. My name is Aaron Shea. For those of you joining us on YouTube, I'm honored today to take you all the way with me to Italy and to visit an artist who's been a long member of the Habitat family, Davide Salvadore. And we're going to be showing a video of Davide, about 8 minutes long, talking about his talent and showing his gallery space, and then show you a beautiful visual experience of slides. So if you like this kind of content, feel free to share it, like, subscribe, hit that bell. And again, I'm looking forward to this presentation too. So I will start by welcome Davide. Davide, say hello.
Hello to everybody. I miss you, buddy. Yeah, it's 1 year since I don't come in USA, and I miss that.
We miss you
But
too.
I am ready for the next year, I hope.
Yeah, we all are looking forward to the future when we can all get to see each other again in a safe manner.
Yeah. We needed to see in front from us,
Yeah,
not there.
it's
The,
so
the
much
best.
nicer when that's the case. All
Yeah.
right, so I'm going to start taking over your screen, everybody, and I want you to enjoy this presentation. So welcome to Habitat Now. It is my honor. Davide, thank you for being here. Welcome. I want you guys
Thank you.
to travel with me, close your eyes in a way, and transport yourself to Murano, Italy, to be in Davide's neighborhood. It should be an amazing experience. Many of you have been there. A few of you have not. I'm sure we'll all be there in the future. It is an amazing place to experience. Lots of visuals, so different than here in Michigan. Such such an amazing place to experience and visually put yourself. So I think it's going to be a fun idea to transport ourselves all together to this wonderful place in the world that is a safe place in the world too, where Davide is joining us. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome you to Davide's talk. And we're first going to show a little presentation here. It's about 8 minutes long, giving a glimpse of Davide's studio and his talent. And Davide, feel free to talk over this as you see fit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my new studio. I changed my studio 3 years ago because I need more space, and here I have more space. For that, we can make a lot of stuff, a lot of things. This is a sort of the production that, my company, Salvadore SRL Murano. We make my team make simple thing, goblet, pitcher, plates, for normal use. Is correct?
Yeah, it's an amazing experience to open up your cabinet and see stuff like this. We're so used to getting the manufactured stuff by machines.
See. And yeah, and we work. We we make new thing, and now I saw the video. Is a nice thing. This is David at work in the new studio. He tried to make something different. Sometimes he can do, sometimes not. Depend the day, and uh, and I don't know. This is
Yeah,
my life.
it's it's it's
I
an
like.
it's always
Say,
impressive. It's always impressive to see the artist in the studio and experimenting, and and for you, your mentality changes. And I've seen your mentality change from, not working in the studio to working in the studio. It's a very serious
see,
world.
see. See, because the studio is a sort of the I don't know in in English,
Yeah,
but when we come in the studio, is a sort of the church, the basilic, for us. Is the place where we can to esprimere, come si dice? Express.
and focus.
Uh, yeah, and then we can express our ourselves. Yeah,
How many people work with you in your studio on average?
five people.
And I
Five
think,
people. I have two guy is my son, Marco and Mattia. They work for me until 10, 15 years. And then I have my historical assistant, Franco. And then Aaron. Aaron is here because he is from England and he can help me for translation, but he helped me in the studio too and everywhere. Show yourself.
this is Aaron Cummings. He's Davide's
Yeah, no,
assistant who helped set all this up, and we thank Aaron for his personal assistant for helping us today.
yeah,
You said you were
yeah.
experimenting on something new in this particular construction.
See, see. Now I start to play. It's a few months. I start to play with those plate behind me.
Wow,
Yeah, I
that's
make the
amazing.
plate, and then with the plate, I want to make something something different. Not only to put the plate.
Right. I
To,
can see. I can see
it's
them. I can
difficult
see
for
the
me.
marini. I can see the marini you're
Yeah,
using, and
yeah.
you use this material like it's pancake mix. It's so easy
What
for
you say?
you.
Yeah. Because my first dreams was to be a pasticcere, but it's not good. I make a pasticcere in this way.
Aha, gotcha. And
Yeah.
I learned
No, I
something.
like it because I use I don't know, new or maybe new system for sand for attach the plate. And
Yeah,
this way I can to build some figure or not only the plate, but to give a concept to the plate in this way.
hmm yeah. Many of us have seen you demonstrate around the world. Have seen how amazing you are at the material and creating. And I learned something recently that you are an 11th generation glass worker, which is news to me and is quite an amazing legacy to have with you and your family. And
Io sto parlando che sono... okay, see, this is my problem, Aaron.
yeah.
I am 11 generation, but in the end, I don't, I don't understand nothing about the glass. I needed to study more for respect to my family, my grandfather, to everybody.
Yeah.
We need to show the real face about the glass.
Yeah. I've seen
This is my target. My target.
this apparatus that you're using to hold the blowpipe. Did you guys invent that? I've never seen that before. This thing up here.
Oh yeah. This is yeah. Thank you, for saying that. This is my a sort of my invention because for many years I saw the glass blower at work with a big piece and we need a bigger man for move the piece. For example, me, I use my son because Mattia and Marco they have big arms,
Right.
and for me it's easy. But I don't accept the people who make a lot of fatiga, stress with everything, and I needed to make easy. And for
Yeah.
that invented this yoke. You can go around the furnace with a big piece. You don't feel nothing.
Yeah. It's working very smart. It's very interesting the way you innovate based on your needs. It makes sense. I've seen pieces that are on the lower on the ground that roll around, but the above system you've created is very ingenious.
Yeah, yeah. My my politic is to make everything more easy,
Yeah.
more easy. Because in the end, if you approach something in a difficult way, you don't win because you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Work
but
smarter, not harder.
if you approach the target in the aggressive way, it's better. You know.
Yeah. I completely see. This is a
Yeah. In my life, I feel a sort of the warriors about the glass. I talk. I mean, yeah.
gotcha. Let me skip to the next slide now. So who's this, Davide?
It's me. It's me when I was 11.
11
Yeah.
years old, working hard. I can see that.
Yeah. I started to work when I was 10 years.
10 years
And
old, huh?
well,
That is
it's a,
it's a great photo to have.
around the 60 years at work for me.
Gotcha.
But you think this picture, my grandpa want to make this picture, and but I was very small. If you see, there is a nail in the tip of the pipe
Yeah.
because I can't to take the pipe in this way.
You're right.
It was a
That's,
sort of the bless.
well, we'll show what you transformed into. You are
This is not a bless.
right.
This is
This
real.
this is Davide working as he does
Yeah,
every
and
day
this
in his
too,
studio,
and this too, and this too.
creating
Yeah.
the beautiful, wonderful pieces. So we'll get in now to the show. So we put together a variety of Davide's work from his career, showing his legacy, different bodies, both available and unavailable, just to give you an idea. But if you see anything, take a cell phone shot. Davide is working now in his studio with his family and would love to have his work in every collection possible, including museums. Davide,
Mm.
can you tell us about this work?
This is this. I call this those series Ancella because many years ago I was interested about a picture. There is a card card player in Murano.
Yeah.
We call and there is a figure. Every card have a different figure, and I saw a picture in this card. The black woman from Africa. She had the water, the base for the water in the head,
Like like
and
on her
this
head, right? Yeah.
yeah, and this movement, uh, it was an inspiration for me, and I wanted to make my vase with this movement, and then the water inside is a sort of the I remember the word from this woman
Hmm.
and the soul because this is like a heart, heart,
Okay.
heart.
Very, very beautiful works. The next body of work we have one of, which is an ARPA piece.
Non ho capito questo.
Beautiful blue work.
Sì, sì. I started to make an instrument years ago because in my life the music is very important. And then for a couple of years of my life, it was my job because I played the drums many years. And maybe the music, the instrument stay inside me. And with my work, I wanted to make my instrument, my
Hmm.
special instrument.
These are
For
beautiful. The people always ask me if
thank you.
these are playable, and I say them in your head. You play them in your head with your eyeballs. They are gorgeous works.
See. When I made the first one, um, I searched for a long time the special string for play. And in the end, they work.
Yeah. That's
But
interesting.
yeah, but the first show, everybody start to play, and this I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I changed the string and I put those strings because they don't play, and I like more the people imagine the sound.
Mm-hmm.
The first piece, the sound, it was good, not very good, but
Kind of got there.
yeah, yeah. I prefer the people im imagine the sound.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a
When I
few.
started,
So you have a
please.
few bodies of work, Davide. There's tarabasones and cocos and chitimaras, and these are all instruments you've made up. You made up personally, part of your experimentation in glass, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah. Uh, when you make, when I make a piece of glass for make, I don't know, a shape. Before the last shape, the glass pass, uh, passa, pass um, every moment in a different shape. If you follow that, you can see the evolution about the glass. And then I came to take a lot inspiration for that. Because for make a plate, I needed to make a oval shape before. And this is, every time is a um, new vision, new idea. Sorry, I don't know if, if you understand what I mean, but
Every piece is unique, but every piece has its own life. Every piece has its own color. Never two pieces alike, and you can explore
no,
these
no.
works too, right?
Yeah, right.
Every
Yeah,
piece, like
right.
the lighting. I have people who tell me they own your work, and they light it, and the color of the glass changes based upon the time of day or the light when it
Yeah,
hits
of
the
course.
actual piece. And they're such
Yeah.
stunning, elaborate
When
sculptures.
I made, yeah. When I made a series like this one, I call this one Tiraboson. Tiraboson is I invented this name. It's not very real. But when I made a series like this one, every piece is different because every piece I want to give something different to every piece about the color, about the transparency, about the technique. Because for me, it's important the glass um, breathes. You know,
Yeah, there's life in every
you,
piece.
yeah, you can understand that if you see the cold working. I cut, I put a scar in my glass because I want to see inside. I want to open the glass because to, I want it start to breathe, to live
Hmm.
and stop.
Yeah, and you work on such
Sorry,
you work on
sorry.
you work on such an amazing scale, Davide, where you create works for every collector, small, medium, and large, and they get up to 65 inches tall. It's amazing that you're able to create and have a vision in your head and add small details, like in this piece, the beads hanging off of it, adding to the actual presentation. Beautiful, beautiful works.
Thank you. I try. I try every day. I think the glass is uh, a challenge, real challenge, because in the end, there is not a maestro who can say, I can do everything I want with the glass. No,
Right.
there is not. There is not. There is, there are. only the maestro who know to follow the glass, to follow what the glass want to be. Hey, Davide, you speak English.
I have a question from somebody in the audience about the cold working. You know,
Please.
everything is designed yourself. How is the cold working done?
Sorry. After 50 years at work, when I think about a piece, I can see in my mind perfectly what I want to do. And for me, for that, is very easy to explain with my co-worker what I want. Sometimes I show what I want, just a small piece. But I think the guy who worked with me, we have the same
understanding.
Yeah. We have the same feeling.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then it goes along with your stand makers and whatnot that bring your vision to life.
See, Aaron, you needed to understand. Murano is a small island, and everybody know everybody, and everybody are friends, and for that, for us, it's easy to go to the metal worker to explain what I want.
Yeah.
And the mentality is very close for everybody. It's easy to explain what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just get they get that same feeling and understanding.
Yeah.
That you need to have that.
Don't forget the people who live here, who work at the metal or the wood or the stone, in the end, have some part from the glass.
Yes.
Yeah, and we can to
Davide, could you
sensation.
tell us about this work?
Yeah, this work is I explained before. This is the first thing that I made with a plate, and I made a sort of the tribal mask. And this is my idea now, because I like the composition. I like to make maybe now I make it a mask. Maybe the next one can be an animal or something different. I don't know. I don't know. I am very excited for this project.
Very fun. I see some plates behind you too, in your studio. The vessel forms.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This is my head.
Right. You can get an idea of scale by looking at Davide leaning against them. They're quite impressive, colorful. I think they're beautiful, Davide. I'll continue on with the slideshow.
Yeah.
Play it. These works were wall mounted, correct?
Sorry, I don't hear.
These works are mounted to the walls.
Yeah. My inspiration about that was in the Venetian Republic, when they go around the world, when they found a new place. There was the guy. The name is Pianta Leoni. So this territory is mine. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I made those when I arrived in America, in USA. I said, Davide Salvadore is here.
That's great. It's a great mark your territory with these almost
iconic
pieces.
Yeah.
Very, very. I love the colors.
sort of the Venetian way. I like the color too. Those pieces is difficult to make because it's a lot of uh, morina and twist and cane in calmo. It's very long process and very hard to make. But
Gotcha. And then you
I
made
like
these,
the challenge.
right? You made this animal series. I think a lot of these are owned by the Imagine Museum. These are often people would come in the gallery and see these at Habitat, and they would say, "Oh, why are you carrying wood?" Because these look so amazing, but they're 100% glass, and they really show off the talent of taking what you do to a different level. And they were
Mm,
just all impressive, and I'm sure they'll be on display someday, if they're not already at Imagine in St. Petersburg.
Vuole che li spiega perché l'ho fatti? Sì, this is a nice story about those pieces.
Sure.
I made the idoli, the muridoli. Muridoli, the name muridoli is a muri idoli, idol. Okay,
Yeah.
and this was a sort of the commission because a client he asked me about who was my maestro or who inspired my work. And for I, I was lucky because I worked with the best maestro in Murano, Alfredo Barbini, Archimedes Seguso. And this guy said to me, okay, make all your maestro. And I do it. Pero I do it. I, wa- I tried
Uh-huh.
to make those with the mentality when I worked with the maestro, when I was 14, 15, 11 years old. And for me, they was giant, incredible. Because, for example, Alfredo Barbini, he don't have eyes. He have a two gun ready for shot. In and for that, I make the Falco. Uh, and for me, the Falco is Alfredo Barbini because he was ready for getting you.
Right.
And I make the wall owl. Yeah,
Right.
because
Different. You're talking about different pieces.
Archimedes
Falcon,
Segusa, yeah,
owl. Right.
Archimedes Segusa was he studied the glass and blah blah blah, and then and for that I made the Muridoli,
Yeah, they
and I
are.
made it. Forget with the quill. It's possible to show this one. No, 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 no.
This is
Okay.
a detail of a smaller work, about 12 inches tall. It'll pop up in a second. Just wanted to show a detail of how much goes in to every single piece, showing it up close. People see your work often from far away, but when you get up close, you can see such life and such beauty. And the piece is coming
Dimmi.
up right here. Let me just click the button. And you can see this piece is about, I would say, maybe about 14 inches tall. And it has as much detail as any other work you create. Beautiful. Love this work.
Mm. It's every time your commando, a recommendation. I don't.
Yeah.
A recommendation. Is it correct?
Yeah. Recommend.
Yeah. I recommend to the people who like the piece or just who want to understand or is necessary to touch my piece
Mm-hmm.
because only if you touch you can feel the real work, the real technique. You can
Yeah.
see the skin, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Just
feel
in
it.
this, see, only in this way you can understand my piece because one of the most important thing about my piece is the battuto, the engraving. If you don't feel, you cannot understand.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level of the work. You once you've it's just like the idea of finishing the work. You blow it, and then some people paint, some people add, some people etch. The carving is the most important part after it's blown, because you're digging through the glass to get to the interior of the murrine, to add to the depth and the detail of the work. And it shows Davide's experience because it's so
Mm.
necessary. Like, look at this one. It's if he didn't do the carving work, it wouldn't even be as close to impressive. And it's his eye that brings this work to life.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Correct, correct, correct.
That's
He
such beautiful.
translated for me. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. See, one the problem about my work is that some people don't know what is the murina, because I talk about the murina, but not everybody know what is the murina. The murina is a sort of composition, very difficult composition for making the pattern, the design. For example, here I have a murina,
Yeah, I can
and
see.
just for make this one, I need 1 day. And you can
Wow.
imagine in the piece, in the picture, there are 30, 35, and 40 Molina. It's very difficult. Dove
Right.
sei la roba qua?
We can see
No,
it,
no,
Davide, right
no.
there. Yep.
Ah, you can see. He said no.
We can all see it if you're holding it up. It's beautiful. It's big.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
I was just showing
See.
these beautiful wall pieces mounted as if they were meant to play. And then you
Mm-hmm.
spent the time creating the bow with a similar tone and glass. It's just lovely.
Thank you. I like too.
The colors are
Uh,
so magical. I mean, you've thought so much into every tone, into every piece, and you almost it's there. I would, for lack of a better term, the perfect colors. I just love it.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So you'll see a variety of bodies of work, different pieces from different. Davide created the terminologies we talked about earlier, defining what every piece is defined as. They're Tarabason, Chitimara, and Coco, and a few others, and they're all, you can see them all on Habatat site as well as Davide's website. A variety of beautiful, beautiful pieces. So that ends the slideshow, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, this would be a great time to ask. Um, the visuals really explain Davide's abilities after decades of creating. And many of you have seen Davide's works at the art fairs and at Habitats show, and many of you have them in your own collection or behind you, like Esther does. Thank you, Esther. but that this is a great time to ask Davide things. For when Davide, when you're creating, let's say a tire basson, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like there's a neck and a body and a base. Are these parts all created at once, or is like the neck created at a different time than the body form?
Mm. When I made the pizza, I made in one times.
One time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So in same day, I made the body and the neck too. But
Gotcha.
it's two pieces. It's two
Aha.
pieces. Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good thing to understand.
yeah,
And then from your studio, it gets carved and mounted, and you're obviously part of this entire process from A to Z all the way across. Um,
yeah,
People talk about the beautiful pieces they see in the galleries, but they don't talk about the pieces that don't make it out of your studio, pieces that are not up to the caliber. Can you talk a little bit about that? What a work requires to make it out of the studio to a gallery?
Allora, for me, it's important that the piece needed to be perfect. And And if I make a piece if I make a piece I don't like, I destroy it
Hmm.
immediately. I broken because because I don't like. I don't like. I want the piece need perfect or nothing.
Perfect or nothing.
And and qual è la domanda? È così, sì. Yeah, yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Let me see if I have any questions in the chat I haven't asked. Can you talk about some of?
Sometimes, sorry,
No problem.
Aaron. I make a lot of pieces. It's true, but the I make a lot of small piece before because I needed to try the color, the shape, the process, because every piece is the same. A tirable zone is the same in another one, but for the color, for the pattern, for the design, I need to change the technique
Hmm.
because see, the form is the same, the shape is the same, but for the technique, I need to change, and for that, every piece is a sort the challenge every time.
I believe.
And maybe sometime I can't, I can't to make what I want really. And for that, I take the piece and I put on the garbage. And
Gotcha.
stop.
Can you tell us a little bit about your experience making beads? You have quite a history of bead making construction.
Yeah, I make a, a lot of beads because of my mother. Yeah, oh my God. Because of my mother, he had a very big studio for beads. And, uh, and she needs help from me. And I start to make beads for her, for my
Uh-huh.
mother. And I worked it for 10 years. Beads. And, and the beads helped me a lot for mix the color. For it was a, a very nice, come si dice, studio. Sì, because the beads, it, in the end, is small, but in the end, is a difficult piece too,
Hmm.
and it's not easy to make. And the American people know because now there are a lot of very nice bead makers there. Yeah,
Yes, for sure. And
yeah.
you,
And every beads was a new piece for me because the color, because I try, it's more easy to try with a small piece to mix the color or something. And this was a very nice experience for me.
gotcha. I have another question for you too. Do your colors have an influence from different cultures?
And this question is very strange for me. What are you doing?
Zooming in on
No,
Davide.
this question is strange for me because in the end, everybody asks me my inspiration for the color, for the shape is from Africa or from tribal place. No, 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 no. I think, and I do that. The color, this color, my color is inside me. I never, I never take inspiration from other parts. Now, after I made a piece, I started to see around the same idea or same shape, you know. But this instrument is my instrument.
Gotcha. From you. I got another question,
Yeah.
Davide, from Leslie.
Maybe I am very close to the African culture. maybe because in Venice in the past, everybody can everybody can to come here. The yellow, the black, the white, the green people,
Yeah.
and maybe somebody before me and my family was from Africa. I don't know.
Right. It's all inside
Yeah,
you, like you said. Um,
maybe.
in the works that you created with the animal heads, each animal head represent a glass master who influenced your life.
Yeah,
So who represented the owl and who represented the snake?
the owl is Archimedes Seguso
One of your
because
masters.
Archimedes, for me, he was the most innovator about filigrana and in Calmo, change the axis. He was a very, very, very study man. And, you know, the owl is, everybody know the owl for with the glasses, you know.
Yeah.
For that, I associated the owl with the snake is another important maestro for me, Loredano Rosin. I make a snake about him because he was a snake.
That puts it
No,
easily.
I can say like no, he was a snake.
Gotcha.
stuff and stuff.
I gotcha. Clear as day. Well, I invite anybody to jump in now with any questions they may have. It's an honor to have you talk with us, Davide. For those of you who attend, this video will be posted on our Habitat YouTube page for those to share. And I am honored to have you, Davide, with us, talk about your work and experience such an amazing visual of your talent and of your career. We've been representing Davide for decades now, and we are honored to have him in our family. So thank you, Davide, for joining us today. I appreciate that.
Thank you, and thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Habatat team, because only for you I am here.
Right.
Yeah.
I thank
It
you
was
for
a
that.
wonderful presentation, really.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
Little
Thank you.
housekeeping. Next week, we're going to be visiting Vladimir Klumpar and her son, Matthias Pavlik. So make sure to join me next Saturday for that. We'll be traveling across the pond, as they say. Yeah, that wraps it up. Well, thank you, Davide, for coming today and joining us. And I appreciate everybody joining me. Have a great weekend. Have a
You
great
too.
day.
Ciao,
And
Davide.
unmute yourself and say goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Ah, a lot of
Davide.
people.
Bye, Davide.
Gracias, hermano.
Oh,
Bravo, Davide.
I love you to everybody. I miss you.
Quiero
Mamma
mucho.
mia.
It's great to see everybody's faces once
1
again.
years, it was very difficult to speak English for me.
Yes.
Had a great.
After
Thank you,
1 year
Davide.
in Murano.
Gracias, hermano.
Davide.
Gracias.
Great.
Hola, chicos, ¿qué tal? Bien.
Todo bien, hermano. Me gusta tu trabajo. Hermoso.
Muchas gracias. Hola.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Be
Buona
well.
serata.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you very
I give you a piece from my heart to everybody. Thank you.
Un día me lo vas a dar.
Ciao.
Hola.
All right, bye. Be well, everybody. Bye-bye.
Ciao.